And he's going to be taking on against Spider-Kong. Let's have a look at him. Looks very composed, very cultured going into this one. You can see there, he won the Visa Brazil qualifier to get into this qualification, to get into this tournament. He's a winner. He knows how to win. He knows how to get over the line, how to grind out a result. But the person he's playing against is no chump, Brandon.
He is no chump at all. And here he is. Nearly did the best he could. Well, nearly did a Nicholas, really, but on a different scale. Would have stayed unbeaten, but instead won 6 out of the 7 games, lost to Dylan at the end, but more importantly, recorded the most points in any given group. 18 points he got.
18 points, 16 goals scored, 6 conceded. Fantastic run of form for Epsilon Joey yesterday, and he did pick up his loss in the final round of games against Dylan, as you just said. Spider-Kong, on the other hand, finished 4th, picked up 13 points, 10 goals scored, 5 conceded. A very steady game and a very steady showing yesterday from Spider-Kong.
So as we saw, 6 different countries out of that one region. Looking at these 2 games coming up, it's going to be 2 countries from the same region. There's not going to be any different nationalities in there now. It's pretty simple. It's either going to be a man from Brazil or a man from USA, and in the next game, it will be one of the Brazilians in that final. Here we go, though. 2-legged game. We're over on the Xbox, the last Xbox game of this competition. It's a 2-legged affair, and it's Epsilon Joey kicking from right to left in that white USA strip.
Yeah, Epsilon Joey, obviously from America, and Spider-Kong in the Brazil kit from Brazil. Early chance for Spider-Kong. Luis Suarez looking to get in behind.
And they cut back and try and recycle with Marcus Alonso. Tries to do one more into Messi there, but has to just recycle and play all the way back round again. Thank you for joining the FIFA Interactive World Cup, America's regional final. If you have just tuned in or you have been the whole way, you'll know that this competition is really starting to heat up. Now, this is the last few games, the last few spaces that people would have played hours for. They were dedicated lots of time. Months, yeah. They'd have dropped loads of commitment, seeing friends, family. Has asked itself to be part of this competition to score goals like that. Luis Suarez, is he the best finisher in the game, or isn't he? What an effort that is.
A goal from Luis Suarez. You give him the space, he will score. Cut back here into Suarez. He opened up, probably 25, 30 yards out. Absolute rocket into the top left corner.
They say if you get the right angles, I think some of the pros saying, if you get the right angle on the shot, with a player of that quality, Luis Suarez, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, they're not going to be missing from there anytime soon.
Yes, Suarez opens the scoring for Epsilon Joey. He started just as he finished yesterday. Yes, first game yesterday, 4-0 win over Roma Amman. Today, starting as he means to go on, 1-0 after 10 minutes.
And what a finish it was. It was like De Gea was off his line a little bit, maybe an extra 2 yards could have been the difference, but that is it. The positioning on the keeper wasn't the best there, but the finishing of Luis Suarez continues to be unbelievable.
And yesterday, when we got back to the hotel, we're staying at the same hotel as all the players. We saw a couple of the players sit, analysing their opponents, analysing who they're going to be facing today. I'm not sure if Epsilon Joey, one of them players doing it, but coming into this game, he looks absolutely ready for action, ready for war.
An early goal, literally just under 10 minutes it was. Perfect way to start this competition. And here we go. This could be a very interesting spectacle now. 1-0 the score, and it was a fantastic finish from Luis Suarez. Is he the best finisher of the game? Here he comes again, maybe trying to get round him. Just going to hassle Azpilicueta. Couldn't do enough there.
Luis Suarez, 98th rated team of the year, Luis Suarez. What a card he is in Ultimate Team. There's a reason that so many players will use him. They'll force him into teams at striker. They'll let Ronaldo,
if he doesn't want to go in there, they'll force him in that team because he knows he can get goals. He's a 98 rated player for a region. Oh, lovely Maradona turn it was there from Ronaldo. But then back to the other side of Ronaldo now. And this is the first leg. Epsilon Joey is 1-0 up in this game.
Yeah, end-to-end stuff here from this game between Spider-Kong and Epsilon Joey. Obviously, representing Epsilon Esports, they hope to have a presence in this grand final through Epsilon Joey.
They've been so close in Europe. Epsilon fully. Sneaky as well.
And then over in the
Honey Badger,
Australian, you've got Honey Badger.
Fifa Animal, I believe it is as well in there. They've been to the regional events. They haven't got to the finals. Ball into the box there, and that was Ronaldo looking for a header, looking for a flick on, but he couldn't get that one away.
Yeah, and I'm sure all the higher ups at Epsilon Esports will be rooting on Epsilon Joey. And all of America will be rooting on Epsilon Joey. North versus South American clash in this game.
Because there hasn't been, that many, players from USA straight in there. There's been a mixture of the American region, North America, some of the South America as well, Colombia, Mexico. So many different different countries in the same region have competed and have got out of these regionals. They're going to be at that grand final now.
Yeah, they'll be at that grand final hoping to win $200,000, but the competition is going to be extremely stiff in that grand final. But these two players doing it all they can to clinch that 7th spot out of a possible 8 from this American qualifier.
To be renowned as 32 of the best players from, I think it's 6 million players that play FUT Champs. I know it's spread all across, Europe probably has the most players in that, but nevertheless, 6 million players that play FUT Champs. They want to play every week, but they have played the game.
And if you are watching right now, be sure to get involved on Twitter at FIWC, or get involved with the discussion. Hashtag FIWC Americas to tell us who you think is going to win this game, but more importantly, who you think is going to win the whole event in London. Who's your favourite?
Spider Kong has started very slow in this one. He's just been offside there, a bit lackadaisical from the Brazilian that had such a good group. I know he maybe did snatch 4th in the end, but some of the performances we saw on stream was quite impressive for the guy that did win the Visa Brazil qualification process.
He also, in that group that he was in an extremely tight group. Top of the group only had 14 points, which was filthy. 4th had 13 points. There was only 1 point separating 1st and 4th in that group, so didn't really do a lot wrong in qualification.
Didn't do a lot wrong at all. Remember, there's only 2 places out of that 32. He's been in a tournament like that before, and Spider Kong won the Xbox side of things, and it was Lucas Rep that won the PlayStation side of things there.
Yeah, 1-4, drew 1 and lost 2, did Spider Kong in qualification, and they'll be hoping to turn around this early deficit in this game.
The score is at 1-0 at this moment in time. And what an impressive start this game has been for Epsilon Joey. And Tony Valencia is still involved in this squad. Suarez tried to get a shot away, maybe a finesse on that right. Look at foot that we know he can do. This could be a chance for him. Strive forward past your teammate of Marcelo. Ronaldo.
Expect to see the skill moves.
Messi now, overlapping run of... No, is it going to be a free kick, referee? No.
Very tough tackle there. Strong challenge from Ruud Gullit. Look for a counter-attack here. Luis Suarez down the line. Azpilicueta getting up for a header there. We spoke to a few of the pros and they said Azpilicueta, one of the best centre-backs in the game. Very high pace, very good defending, very good physicality. Might not be the tallest, but he does the job back at centre-back.
Does the job indeed. It's one of his strong points, you could say. I'm expecting more goals in this game, this first game. I know the first game's always a bit timid, everyone's a bit worried, you could say, a little bit nervous.
You don't want to throw away the game in that first leg. If you go 2-3-0 down, you think game over potentially. Ball put back and it's Ronaldo! Making it 2, Epsilon Joey doubles his lead on the stroke of half-time.
That's Cristiano Ronaldo for you. You can see what it means to him. Lots of passion on the main stage. Cut back to Ronaldo. We've seen it time and time again. Routine finishes for a lot of these guys on the weekend league. But even from that far out, to still find the corner, that's Ronaldo-esque for you.
First time shot. Ronaldo makes no mistake about it and gives Epsilon Joey the 2-0 lead on the stroke of half-time in this final game. This is the first leg. It's a 2-legged affair. Don't get too ahead of ourselves because there's a lot of FIFA left to play.
You know, hours of practice goes into this, hours. We saw Lucas Rep crying because he qualified in London. He's going to be joining his teammate Rafifa there. You see the emotion there. 7 group games he went through yesterday. Okay, yes, he won 6, but he had to concentrate. Even though when he knew he was in that top 4, he kept on playing to another level. If you want to be better at the game, you want to keep getting better and better and better.
You also need to say as well, those group stage games, I think Jump did an interview with Epsilon Joey. He said, look, you're not comfortably winning these games 3-2, a 1-0 here and there. The 1-goal margins that you are winning these games. And he said, I know that, but I've got another gear that I can go to. This isn't my best FIFA that I'm playing. And he's saving his best FIFA for right now. 2-0 up against Spider Kong.
I think it was a 3-2 win against Medibob. He turned around and went, I played awful that game. Remember, he just won 3 points, but he's a perfectionist. That's what the best players are. The Unidad Gorilla, a perfectionist. Mentality Rocky. The list goes on. All those players are there. They aren't happy with their performances week in, week out. They look to better themselves. But this is Xbox, so there are legends involved. We wonder why Vieira, Hullet, even Blanc, if he's involved, is, as you said, involved in this team.
Yeah, so the legends are Xbox exclusive, so unfortunately PlayStation doesn't have the ability to use them. 90 rated Ruud Gullit, probably the most used legend on the Xbox side of things. Extremely well-rounded card. Dominates the midfield, but more importantly, he gets a chemistry link to every single player, so it enables you to get your favourite players into pretty much any squad that you want with the inclusion of legends.
Epsilon Joey just wins a free kick there. It's about 15 yards inside Spider Kong's half. What's he going to do here? Maybe look for like Suarez in that box. Just whips it in though to the back post. Who's going to be in there? I think it was Blanc. Yeah,
Laurent Blanc there trying to get up for the header, but unfortunately doesn't for Epsilon Joey to try and make it 3-0. Chance for Luis Suarez, driving at the defence.
Can it be 3-0? Oh! Surprised he didn't go for the finesse on the right foot, but tried to slot it with the right foot across the goal. And it just goes whiskers wide.
Yeah, Spider-Man playing out from the back here. Quite a risky style of play. He's sticking to his roots and he's not adapting to this final. Do you think
when something doesn't work, you need to adapt. You need to change things. We said about changes. We love to see a change. When something's not going right, go attacking. Maybe take off, stay back while attacking on some of your players. Maybe say get forward, do something different, make a substitute.
He might have started the game on defensive, so
Suarez.
He might have started the game on defensive. Maybe it's time to switch on to balanced. But he can't go too many goals down in this first leg.
Azpilicueta ball people to the back post, and I think that was Nate. Is that? Sorry, Carl Walker, I believe.
Yeah, we saw him.
What's going on? It's like the team's changed round here. Azpilicueta delivered the ball. Carl Walker was at the back post. David Luiz is on right wing.
And Ronaldo's at the back defending.
I think he probably could be. Paul Pogba's filling that centre half at the moment.
Is that Paul Pogba? I think that actually could be Ronaldo at left back. Filling in for
where is he? Oh, there
Kyle Walker.
He's on the right hand side now. He's back to the place where he needs to be. He needs to get goals, Spider Kong. He's 2-0 down. Yes, he's got one more leg to get back in it, but...
Could see a fantastic free kick here, like Rain 10 did score earlier.
No one's on the line yet. So he's going to maybe just dip someone back a little bit. Goes for the chip ball. Ooh, like a salmon effort there. Sergio Ramos, maybe it was? I think, yeah, it was Sergio Ramos there, just involved in that attack.
Epsilon Joey looking extremely comfortable in this game. 2-0 up, 2-0, 2 goals to the good in this game, and nothing really troubling him from Spidercon so far.
And it's not going to be an easy task at all, is it, trying to score a goal against Epsilon Joey? He only conceded in his 5th group game. You know, he doesn't concede goals. He kicked off with a 4-0 win against Castella. Oh, so Roma Aman, 4-0 win over that. You know, he didn't concede goals. He's not someone that does concede goals. He can control possession exceptionally well. He can defend well. And, he's very calm and composed. Yeah, he did score 16 goals in the group stage, only conceding 6 in the so-called group of death. A group that maybe coming into the tournament, I'm sure he thought he was going to get out, but the neutral fan maybe thought Castella could dominate that group. Maybe Medibub could dominate that group. I thought he was going to get out of the group as well. And
it was Epsilon Joey who did dominate. 6 wins, 1 loss.
Exceptional. We heard that, I think it was Roma Man, they're practicing together, and it's funny enough that if he does get out, the 2 that were practicing from that group are both going to get out of that group.
Yeah,
well,
very
not
good
just get out of the group, win.
We'll be booking a place to
out of 16 players, 2 of their 4 would be theirs. And the score is 2-0 still. Nothing much more to talk about. Spidercog isn't really doing anything, but he's trying to break down Epsilon Joey. Don't get me wrong, it is a task in itself.
Yeah, both of those players do progress through, Roma Aman and Epsilon Joey. Will be a fantastic sight to see that both the players who were sparring before the tournament. It shows that sparring is the very best, does help your game.
Does indeed. Messi there for Spidercog, half-hearted pass, which was intercepted. Tried to get it through to Vieira. Pull it now. Could this be a chance? 1 goal even before the end of this game would be huge. Pogba.
Looking for Vieira.
Quite an attacking position there. Suarez is in, like they've kind of swapped positions, they're going to just change back round now. Vieira just toying with the ball around the edge of the box, waiting for that intelligent run to come through and waiting for that killer ball to come off. Pull it there. Oh, off the bar.
Off the crossbar from Ruud Hullet. Standing shot, it seemed like. Just switched it onto his right foot and then opened up. If that goes in, you've got to think game on in the second leg. Because it is a 2-legged game. It's not over after this game.
Maybe one more chance. Maybe the same shot that Epsilon Joey scored there. Could have pulled that one off of Suarez. Surely Suarez, if he let that one roll across his body there, that could have been the chance, but maybe he wasn't expecting it to fall to him like it did.
So nicely to him, yeah. He turned back inside, but no substitutes yet used from either of these 2 sides so far. So
yeah, that's true. No substitutes.
Benching.
No substitutes have been involved just of yet. Spidercon was surprised with that. It seems quite. I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. Quite
reluctant to use a substitute.
Reluctant. Very. He thinks that's the way and that's it. I've got one plan. That's how it's going to work. Unfortunately, your plan doesn't always work. It could be counteracted by your opponent.
Yeah, sometimes you do need a plan B, maybe a plan C, or maybe a plan D, in fact. And Spider-Kong will be looking in that second leg to change something up, to change the rhythm of the game, because as it stands, Epsilon Joey is in cruise control. He's in 4th gear, cruising down the motorway, cruising to the Fiwc Grand Finals.
The first goal is everything next game. Spider-Kong gets it, as you said, game on. If he gets a goal now, it's going to be even more of a game on. It's going to be a huge appreciable change.
Or else a freeway for the American listeners watching.
Suarez flicked on. Could this be the goal? Paul Pogba, get your shot away.
Penalty. Has to be.
Referee.
Wow. Wow, that looked like a stone wall penalty from our perspective up here at commentary. Could be a counter-attack from Epsilon Joey. Looks like a 3 against 3 if he plays it right.
Here we go, one more. There's the gap, it's opening up. This will be such a harsh counter-attack, but it's going to happen. Neymar, 3-0! Added time of 2 minutes. He soaked up the pressure, but he does what champions do. They bounce back.
Talk about how a game can switch in the blink of an eye. Penalty shout at one end. He got fairly lucky not to have the penalty awarded. Gets the counter-attack. We said it's a 3 against 3. He played it perfectly. Ronaldo threw ball to Neymar, slotted past the goalkeeper. 3-0.
Going to the second game now.
Game for Spider-Kong in the second leg.
Different complexion. There goes the full-time whistle, but there's still one more leg of Thief to play there. Spider-Kong just looking up, saying, "Oh God, what's happened there?" Penalty shout down the other end, and now I'm 3-0 down.
But this is far from over. The one thing that you need to remember is the last game that Epsilon Joey did play in that group stage was against Set to Destroy Dylan. He lost 4 goals to 3. If this happens again and Spider-Kong wins this second game 4-0, he goes through. It's all about aggregate goal, no home or away advantage.
3-0 though, Rich. 3-0.
Very dominant performance as well.
I do feel for him a little bit. Another day that could have been a penalty down the other end, but the thing that most sums up this is counter-attacks, but we'll see what happens next game.
Yeah, let's head over to Jump, who's on the stage with both of those players in this fantastic final.
Thanks a lot. Joey, I talked to you earlier today and, having one of the later matches on what you were going to do to prepare, and the only thing that you consistently said was you want to keep up the momentum that you had from yesterday. Do you feel like that's the case today?
I do. I mean, I just feel like I went in there and started playing my game, and it worked out well for me. I just hope I can continue to do the same thing.
It's definitely a look of determination. Now, I have to flip it over to you, Spider-Kong. You have a little bit of a hill to climb, but it's not something that you haven't overcame in the past in a match before. How are you going to adapt in this next leg?
Spider-Kong, você tem uma diferença agora para tirar. Não é a primeira vez que isso acontece com você, então como é que você vai fazer para superar essa adversidade e tirar a diferença agora?
Eu tenho que mudar alguma coisa, porque ele me anulou totalmente no jogo, então eu vou mudar alguma coisa e vou para cima, porque é o que tenho que fazer e não tem opção.
He annulled me during the game, so I need to change something in my game style because something must change. That's my only way of going forward.
It's definitely the battle of the best, but they want to get right back into the second leg, and I know we do too, so we're going to kick it back to the guys at the desk.
Thank you, Jump. Momentum. Momentum is key. Clearly it is for Epsilon Joey. If he wins this, played 8 games this whole tournament, it would have been, 7 games plus the 2-legged one here, or you could say 9 if you wanted to. Would have won 8 games out of the 9, but he's still got one more leg of action to come. 3-0. It's a huge deficit. It's a big mountain to climb.
Yeah, and I didn't know from Epsilon Joey's perspective if that loss, the loss to Set to Destroy Dylan in that final round of fixtures, how much that would have affected him. It looks like he's just completely wiped it away from him. He's completely erased that from his memory. He's back in now, 3-0 up after 1 game. The second leg is pretty interesting in this game now.
Well, let's go and see the highlights from that game to see what actually went down. But the interesting fact to remember, he didn't concede a goal until his 5th group game. But this is how he started things. Unbelievable effort from Suarez. We saw a bit of emotion there. Tried to get the fans up for it. And it just was like one-way traffic after that. It was another goal pretty soon after. Ronaldo, lovely finish. And then it was right at the end. Scored 2 goals in 2 additional times.
1 goal at the very start of the game, 7 minutes in. 1 goal on the stroke of half-time. 1 goal on the 90th minute.
You could get perfect
time to score.
You get perfect timings on your goals. I don't think you could really do anything else better there. But it was such a harsh ending there. Penalty shouts, yes or no.
From our perspective, it looked like a penalty. It looked like it just collided with the man, and you've definitely seen them give in the past. But Epsilon Joey, 3-0 up at half-time, and what a game this is going to be in this second leg, because Spider-Kong needs to come out and completely turn this game around. You see Epsilon Joey there, very composed, very cool under pressure. 3-0 up, he's got everything going his way currently.
He'd be thinking, I wish I didn't retire from FIFA, because he wouldn't be sitting here where he is right now and being 90 minutes in game time away from going to London. He said, you know what, before FIFA went to this competitive level it is, I did want to stop playing for a bit. Since then, he's come back, plays for Epsilon now, doing exceptionally well. But this guy, Spider-Kong, he's got a job on his hand, isn't he, Richard? Very
much so. He's got probably the best player in the tournament so far on form. He's got a 3-0 lead, a 3-0 deficit that he needs to turn around. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure if he can do it, Brandon. He's not showing me anything in that first leg to say he's in this game. Yeah. As it stands, Epsilon Joey's been dominant in this first leg, and let's jump right into this second leg and see who will be booking that 7th place from the 8th possible in the American qualifiers to that huge grand final in London.
Spider-Kong versus Epsilon Joey. The score is at 3-0. You see there, Spider-Kong's team. Very narrow for a 1-2-1-2. Now or never. Pretty simple. Get that first goal early on, then you can start to dictate the game.
Yeah, and one thing that I just did notice there at the top of the screen, the referee, Mehmet Yildiraz, the Bullock told us in Munich.
Is that the one?
Mehmet Yildiraz gives nothing. He's very, very lenient, the referee, so let's see if...
Thinking what we're on about, if you ever play kickoff mode against a friend, you can choose your referee. There's some are strict, some are lenient, some are in the middle. Trust me. The little things like that can change games.
And trust me, the pros who play thousands of games each year, they know that.
Oh,
they know exactly what referee
they point
is.
It out. And they'll point out who's strict, who gives away, who gives penalties for cynical things.
Yeah, and speaking of Bullock, Spider-Kong needs to pull out the Bullock special if he's got any way of getting back into this game.
3 goals he'll need to get to golden goal at least, but that's a long way away. An early goal will set the tone. If it comes, then we'll start maybe getting a little bit excited about that. But at the moment, it's only been one-way traffic for Epsilon Joey. This is the second leg. It's maybe a fresh start. He's thinking 0-0 in his head. He is 3-0 down. Ronaldo into Messi. Could this be it?
Oh, what an effort. Ruud Gullit was just busting a gut there to get up on the left-hand side, but early good start here.
Into the front post.
Spider-Kong.
He will win a throw-in now. Try and deliver that one.
If you think Spider-Kong will get back into this game, be sure to tweet hashtag FIWC Americas on Twitter and get involved with the discussion. We want to hear your thoughts as the game is happening.
Messi in there to Ronaldo. Goes out for a corner again. He needs to do something a little bit better from these corners. This is the 3rd one in a row you've had, but the first 2, nothing came of it. Recycles on the edge like this. Pogba. Could we get anything from it? Oh, God. Counter-attack. Here we go.
3 against 2.
Oh, maybe a 2 against 2. Oh, no, it's a 3 against 2.
Gullit's making that run on the left. Look for
Feed him through. Doesn't need to. Done well there. Exceptionally well. Messi, overlapping run of Suarez. If you want to use him, does use him. Is it going to be 4-0? Yes, it is!
Oh, man, come on!
He wants to get the crowd hyped up. Let's go, man.
Come on!
Come on. You can hear him shouting down the mic. Spider-Kong, all he can do is laugh. That's why corners are so important in FIFA.
I told you. Counter-attack. All we've seen is counter-attack after counter-attack. That's the goal you can see on replay there. That's Luis Suarez for you. What an intelligent touch that was. What's what the players do at this level? 98 rated Luis Suarez. What an intelligent touch that was. Out the way, slide it in the bottom corner. 4-0 to Epsilon Joey.
1 touch out of his feet, 1 touch to finish. Luis Suarez doing what he does best, and that will 99.9% put Epsilon Joey in the grand final.
99.9%. Let's see what this can throw up.
See if Spider-Kong's got the 0.1% to bring this game back.
We'll see. Messi into Suarez. I think the head has dropped from that man, Spider-Kong. It's going to be one-way traffic. Oh, this is beautiful to watch. Out to Gullit, and is that going to go out for a throw-in maybe? It might just always Ronaldo going to get there. Ronaldo does get there and
still in.
He's still in. Win a corner? No, he's not. Gullit will claim possession only as far as Neymar, though.
Neymar picks up the ball and wins himself a free kick. Epsilon Joey 4-0 up. If you are just joining us today and you didn't get to see the group stages yesterday, he finished on 6 wins and 1 loss, picking up 18
Ronaldo,
points.
Here we go, Suarez half turn maybe. Messi there, back on the edge for Gullit this time. And
picking up 18 points from a possible 21. A very dominant performance in what's would call the group of death. The likes of Roman Emman, Gastella, Medibob, and also Epsilon Joey, all in that group. And
also not forgetting, there's going to be a Mexican there in that grand final. Rain Tennant, what a result it was. Such an impressive win for that man that has been amongst a number of goals so far in this competition.
Yes, 6-0 victory for him, and jumping back into this game, Epsilon Joey 4-0 after 22 minutes in this second leg.
Indeed, and we said there 6 different nationalities are going to be there from one region. It's going to be 2 from one now. It'll be USA if this happens, and shot after shot, attack after attack at this moment in time. De Gea just jumps out the air to save that one.
Yeah, he's took the foot off the gas a little bit now. I think Epsilon Joey knows that he's very, very comfortable in this game. Spider-Con would have to pull out a miracle if he had any chance of getting back into this game.
It's pretty much him saying, Spider-Con, come on to me now. Go and get a goal. Show me if you actually are in this game. Because at the moment, you're 4-0 down. Pull it. Tried to get that shot away. Just
nothing's going for him.
Ref. Is that a bit lenient there?
The penalty from last game, he's just not had the chances that have fallen to him. I think he hit the crossbar last game as well. And
overlapping run, where's it going to come? Messi there, just gets a deflected shot, then we'll go out for a corner.
It seems as though the shots that Epsilon Joey are taking are resulting in chances, in goals. The shots that Spider-Con are taking are just, they're not resulting in anything, not a corner, not even a shot on target. It's very poor from Spider-Con, to be honest.
Suarez there, just tried to get into that one. Neymar now, just going to fake shot. That's a scoop turn. And he can showboat now. He is 4-0 up. He can relax a little bit. Remember, after this game, there's one more game. PlayStation is, and we'll be waiting to see who will be taking that 4th spot. But we're still trying to find out who'll be taking that Xbox spot. Is that a bit of hope? Ruud Gullit, top bin, 4-1.
And let me tell you now, there is enough time for Spider-Con to get back into this game. Absolutely a thunderbolt from Ruud Gullit. David De Gea, I think that is in the goal. Absolutely helpless into the front post. Something we rarely see. Shots flying to that front post, but who else would it be? 90 rated to the Ruud Gullit.
Still so early. So early.
There's a reason every single pro on the Xbox does use him, and 33 minutes on the clock, I think that is. There's enough time for Spider-Con to get back into this game.
And you can see in the top-hand corner, the aggregate score, Epsilon Joey 4-1 up in that white USA. So kicking from left to right. This is the second leg. So after this game, you'll have your winner. You have your final score. But at the moment, it's 1-1 in this game. So that's something to go for Spider-Con. It could be a bit of, confidence for him. He has scored a goal against Epsilon Joey. Remember that the only time he did concede in the groups was after round 5 of fixtures. So 5 games in, he did concede his first goal. So he's not used to conceding goals, but in that last game, he lost 4-3 to SDTX Dylan. So when he does concede goals, they fly him.
Yeah, I think maybe he took his foot off the gas in that last game. We didn't, unfortunately, get to see it on live stream, but we knew he was already qualified. Dylan had to win that game, and when he did, 4-3. Epsilon Joey has to win this game, and currently that's what he's doing, 4-1, I should say, but there's a lot of time left for Spider-Con to... He's got the building blocks to a comeback.
Yes, indeed. It's just where, if you can line them up properly, put them on top of each other, he's just trying to work out.
Put the cement down.
Just put the cement down at the moment. He needs 3 more goals, 3 of the best. Angry tackle there. He's going to be in the book. Yellow card. He makes a bad tackle again. He's going to be in trouble. Yeah,
David Luiz there giving away the free kick. Let's look for it could be a chance here from Lionel Messi from the free kick. I think it is a shot from the free kick.
Here we go.
Oh, what an effort. David De Gea with a huge right hand to keep that one out.
We don't often see, the shot from there. I know we've seen a few that have gone near that front post, and more free kicks from the side of the box that sometimes bend.
What a free kick we saw earlier from Cristiano Ronaldo.
38 yards out, barring in, one of the best. And this game is still 4-1. Added time of 3 minutes at half-time. Will we get one more goal before we get there? Suarez there just fell out to Ronaldo. Has a shot. That takes a deflection.
Could have bounced anywhere from the deflection from Azpilicueta. See Epsilon Joey still very much in the game, in the mindset, because this game is far from over. If Spider-Con gets another goal straight after half-time, 4-2, the pressure does then start to build, and you have to think the physical, the toll that it takes on these two players will start to turn in their favour.
And here we go. 45 in-game minutes until we get to that stage, get to that really interesting knockout stage. We have got that one more game coming up over on the PlayStation side after a 2-legged game. It's Brazil versus Brazil. It's Zizinho, the youngster, up against El Padosia? Rafa.
Yeah, against Rafa in that huge final. All Brazil affair, but jumping back into this game, Ruud Gullit going to try and make it 5 for Joey.
Could it be it? That's a block again, a very good one as well. Back to Suarez on the edge. Kante, Messi, he is a shot this time. Pogba will stand strong. Spider-Con just saying, you know what, we're still in this game somewhat.
Suarez looking to make the run in behind, but good defending from Laurent Blanc and that other defensive shape from Epsilon Joey.
Ronaldo, seen them flying to the top corner before.
Yeah, and as that time slowly ticks away, it's Spider-Kong's chances of a comeback drawing less and less thin.
The man that came from that Brazil visa qualify beat 16 other players to get through the groups, to get through the knockout stages. 32 players there, 16 Xbox, 16 PlayStation. Sorry, on the Xbox side, it was Lucas Rep that won the PlayStation, and it was Spider-Kong that won the Xbox side of things. And you know, he's been a very, very interesting play. He did just scrape through in that Group 3. But it's kind of been the case. Looking at it, it was the superstition of, was it the second
versus third? All the third-ranked teams did beat the second-ranked teams, whereas in this occasion,
it's the first beat fourth. He said it didn't really matter that much, but it clearly has at the moment. Oh, there we go.
Comeback.
A little bit of emotion from him. 4-2. Suarez again. 2 superb finishes in the top-hand corner. Suarez got that second one.
And let me tell you something, looking at Spider-Kong there, Spider-Kong believes he is in this game. He believes a comeback is on the cards.
So much time left. 2 goals, you go to golden goal.
56th minute he scored in? 57th minute, so over 30 minutes left to play. We say if you can get a goal before the 75th minute, you've got a chance to get a comeback.
Here we go, now or never. 30 minutes in-game time left. So either go home or get to golden goal, then maybe go to London.
Yeah, and in that interview with Jump, Spider-Kong said he was going to try and mix it up, do something different. He definitely mixed it up. 2-1 in this game. He's 2 goals away from tying it up.
He was a bit stubborn in that first game. Suarez, can he kill the hope? Yes, he can! 5-2. He's just said, forget the hope. Yeah, your fairy tale script, rip it up, because I'm going to London.
You can see how devastated Spider-Kong looks. He's built himself up. He's built it. He's back in the game, and then Suarez does that. Epsilon Joey seals the deal, you could say. 3-goal cushion once again.
Doesn't happen there. The back line just separated all together, and there was so much space originally, and then bang, as easy as that. Any hopes are gone.
Spider-Kong will still believe though. Suarez with outside the foot shot. David De Gea with a big save.
We would have had a bit of emotion there.
Goals in this final.
Azpilicueta, short, Suarez, surely a goal! Maybe it's back on, maybe it is. 5-3 now.
It's impossible to say which... I think the next goal in this game is huge because the time's slowly ticking away. If Spider-Kong does get it, we have got a game on his hands. If Joey gets it, I'm going to officially say it's game over. But I've been proved wrong before.
Was that the 99.9% stat maybe coming back? Maybe the 0.01% that...
Spider-Kong needed to be in the 0.1% to bring this back. And he very well might have just took that 1% and gone, yeah, I'm back.
Here we go. What can this man do? Remember that Epsilon Joey's only lost 1 game out of 7. He got the most points in the group. Only conceded his first goal after round 5. So you went round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4.
Clean sheet.
Unbeaten, clean sheet. That's what gives you confidence. You know,
look for that run of Suarez.
I can defend. Oh, this could be a chance now.
Ramos across.
Ramos just clearing up the danger. Up against Luis Suarez. What a card that Sergio Ramos is. 96 rated in everyone's team. He's like the go-to man, really, isn't he?
Yeah, the go-to defender in that back four. 96 rated. Team of the year, Sergio Ramos. 6 foot. I think he's 6'1", 6 foot tall. Fantastic pace, fantastic defending.
Skill dribble there from Neymar.
He's got 3-star skill moves. He can come out, he can do a roulette if he needs to.
He can play CDM. He can secure
before.
the door at the back as well. That back of the midfield, he can pass the ball. He can score goals as well, Richard. Big headers on big occasions.
Yeah, he's the man for the job, Sergio Ramos, in that defensive sector, just as Luis Suarez is in that final third. And Spider-Kong needs his player, Luis Suarez,
just
to do
feeling
something.
A bit of confidence coming in. Sweaty it, surely, get it across! Suarez, 5-4.
Are we about to witness something absolutely unbelievable? He said he needed a change in that interview with Jump. This is exactly the change that he needed. 4 goals to 2. Spider-Kong has got just around 17 minutes in game to get 1 more goal to force a golden goal situation. The first we've seen all day.
I could see opening up that chance, and he saw it as well. He painted the perfect picture. And could he really bring this back? What a comeback, what a story this would be. 3-0 down in the first.
Suarez scored all 4 goals, I think I saw then as well.
Okay, maybe he's getting back into the top goal scoring record he was after Messi taking most of the show. If he gets a goal now, Epsilon Joey, that's credit where credit is due. He has gone against the ropes a number of times, but he always comes back with a big punch.
Yeah, he's been knocked against the ropes. He's been knocked down for a 9 count. He's got back up, and if Epsilon Joey does score, he's landed that final haymaker.
The final
knockout
nail
blow.
of the coffin. because he'll be going to London, and there'll be a big celebration in that camera, I can tell you right now. Just over 10 in-game minutes left. It's now or never.
Kante for Joey, into Suarez. Let's see what he can do. Every time Spider-Con gets the ball, it's going to be a rushed attack. Try and just get one more goal.
He believes there's going to be a little bit of hope left in there. Ronaldo.
What can Joey do?
There's a shot going to come in, a devastating goal. Devastating blow! And
he thought that was it. You can see there in his reaction. He thought that had just slipped into the bottom left corner. Played out from the back from Spider-Con. Walker into Pogba. See what he can do here, Brandon. He's got one more chance. You say we've got one more chance. You always get one chance.
Ronaldo, could this be it? This back line just seems to get open and open, minute by minute. Hullet, have a shot, half-hearted. Referee.
A free kick.
Referee.
He's not had a free kick. He's not had a penalty or anything in this game so far.
Oh, only as far as Messi has a shot, and that's going to go out for a corner.
And that was all because Joey threw the ball out.
This place erupts. Messi running down the byline. Is he going to do enough? He's just going to hassle for it still. Neymar, referee, they've gone out for a corner. No, it's
a goal kick. Epsilon Joey needs to calm this down. If Spider-Con gets the goal, he will force a golden goal situation.
And one of the best comebacks from this competition. Best comebacks from one of the three regionals from the FIFA Interactive World Cup. From Munich, Qatar, and LA, Los Angeles. I feel like there's something in this. I feel like there's a fairy tale ready to be made. And I cannot wait to see this reaction if it goes in. Suarez, come on, show me it. Pull it. Suarez again, give it to me. Oh, come on, Ronaldo!
Oh, Laurent Blanc with a huge block over the line. Corner, going to be whipped into that front post.
Who's there for it? Oh. And in time, 3 minutes. Is that it? Is that game over? Get the ball forward. Azpilicueta, clear that ball long. Epsilon Joey, surely that's enough. Surely that's enough. Referee, where's your whistle?
It's not done yet. He might have one more attack.
Maybe. Needs to be quick on this one.
Down the line,
surely the referee's going to blow up here.
That's
surely.
it. He's won the ball back.
He's done it. Epsilon Joey, surely. Referee, blow that whistle. Where is it? Is it coming?
The referee wants to see the comeback.
Here we go. Boot it long. Referee's whistle. That's Epsilon Joey. You're in the grand final in London. 5-4 overall. What a final that was.
What a two-legged game that was. After that first leg, I thought Epsilon Joey had won it. You can see the desolation.
You can see the emotion there. He knows he was close. He was close, but you can't go 3-0 down in your first leg and expect to have a miracle. Great sportsmanship, nevertheless. Epsilon Joey, he was up against the rope. Spider-Con was trying to fight back, but what a game that was.
What a two-legged game that is. Spider-Con 4.